I'm Meeka 6, also known as the Moroccan Angel. If this is our first encounter, I would like to say hi and welcome to my channel. If you should find my content spiritually enlightening or informative, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. And please, don't forget to press the like button. So the question that we're going to be focusing on today, which I'm sure many might find quite intriguing, is, are you a god? Now, even if you don't consider yourself a god, maybe it's something to consider if you are worshiping someone or something that you consider to be a god. So these are determining factors or components in determining what is authentically a god. So let's jump right into it. In order for this question to be answered, it can be determined by four major components of a god. First question, if you consider yourself a god, are you omnipotent? Now, let's clarify something. There are beings that are powerful indeed. We can recall the mythological beings that are said to have great powers, claiming to have power over the sea or power over the elements of nature, like the god of thunder or the god of rain. However, it's all restricted dominion. There are also a number of human beings that possess a great deal of power over other human beings. But again, it's restricted dominion, meaning that their power cannot exceed or extend beyond the set boundary. You see, man cannot place another sun in the sky. Man does not have the ultimate authority over life and death. No. Killing another human being does not give you power over life and death. But now, you'll have to answer to the one who governs life and death. There is restricted dominion. You not only must possess the ability to restore life, but you must also have the ability to preserve life, to preserve it in the sense that death cannot touch it. Now, omnipotent is defined as all-powerful. It's having power that exceeds beyond all measures of power. It's not just limited to having power and authority over men, but a whole myriad of dominions. The earth, nature, the universe, and spiritual beings and the elements therein, inhabitants and the creatures of the earth. Now, who among men can declare to be omnipotent? The second question, in helping us determine if you are a god, are you omniscient? Now, there's a number of individuals like Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla, Benjamin Franklin, Leonardo da Vinci, and many others throughout history who have had and been labeled with astronomical intelligence on the human spectrum, who were considered to be brilliant when it comes to the human intellect. But they were not omniscient. Omniscient is having total knowledge, knowing everything. Every man has a boundary concerning his intellectual capacity. No human can 100% recall the entirety of history. Not only the entirety of history, but the single individual experiences of the billions of individuals who've lived throughout history that now lay in the heart of the earth. No human can disclose every event that is to happen in the future, knowing things that have not yet come to be. Nor does any human know the totality of what is presently happening every second, every moment. You see, this is a major determining factor, another one, of a God, not just declaring little snippets, but the entirety of what is knowledge. Are you able to do that? Are you omniscient? The third component of being a God is, are you omnipresent? Do you have the ability to be everywhere simultaneously, present at all places at all times? And to add, not only being present at all places at all times, but being able to comprehend, process, and engage intellectually in each moment. Can you do that? Some Christians may declare, Jesus can do that. No. Jesus made it very clear that he cannot do that. His presence was restricted. And from what I hear, it still is. How do we know this in the scriptures? Jesus has a flesh and blood body. Any being that has a physical flesh and blood body is restricted. They are not capable of being everywhere, of being present at all places at the same time. It can't be done. It's a restriction. Flesh and blood, for one, can't be in space. There's a restriction, even with the resurrected body. We know this because in the New Testament scriptures, the Apostle Paul stated that flesh and blood cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. And we see that Jesus was flesh and blood because not only did he say he was eating fish. Now tell me, why would a spirit need to eat fish? To what benefit would a spirit need to eat physical food? Jesus was flesh and blood. Now the final component in determining are you a God is the question, are you immortal? This is the primary determining factor of a being being defined as a God. They are not subject to death, the death of the physical body. Now it was the God of Israel who instituted the judgment of death, the mortality of man. You see, the God of Israel, the Creator, his name literally means the Eternal One. He is not subject to death. He has not and will never experience death. No part of him will die. The subjection to death is a mark upon man. It is a trait of the man, the mortal. You see, the God of Israel, the Eternal One, has declared to be immortal. The very name, the Eternal One, means that he has never experienced death, and no part of him will die. He is immortal. The God of Israel has also declared that he is omnipotent. He is all-powerful. His power governs everything. It extends beyond humanity, nature, the universe, spiritual components, everything, you name it. He is known by and declares to be the Almighty God, the one who is omnipotent. He is the one who has set the boundaries over everything. is the one who has established the limitations of the seas, the inhabitants of the earth, especially mankind. He set the boundaries for your restricted dominion. He is the one who not only set the boundaries for your restricted dominion, but also He is the one who holds the power over your very existence. Consider who in your mind and heart have you come to worship as a God. The Almighty One, the ruler and king over all the earth, has declared, "To whom will you liken me? Or to whom shall I be equal? Saith the Holy One." So ask yourself once again, in light of the Eternal One, are you a God? I'm the Moroccan angel. Always do what is right. Always. It matters.